Ooh. Yeah, he already beat. It show up like a game, like a regular game.
Why would you turn it?
You wasn't in here.
Shut up, fucking game. Hey, see that. Back to YouTube.
Okay. Hey, you gotta take a bath, dog. You guys went to the run your water?
Oh, yeah. Boy. Boy. Oh.
Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. And what a matchup we've got for you here. Momentum has been building each week, and these two teams have arrived at this big collision, each undefeated. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Will kick this deep to begin the game. The kick goes out of bounds. An odd start to this game for sure. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Toss play, running right. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Makes a nice move there. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Checks this down to the running back. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Dogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
The Dogs pick up enough for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the run here. Lets it go. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Now the 40. At the 20. Crosses the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Here comes the point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out. It's Harris. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember, ended in a fumble. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal back at the 13. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. So now here comes a crucial call on fourth and goal. The coach told us field goals aren't going to win this game. It's an aggressive move.
Well, they've got the opportunity here to come up with a touchdown if they go for it. But already 3 tries from inside the 10-yard line and nothing. Maybe you consider kicking a field goal and at least getting the 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And he'll set up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
On the fly.
The amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. They get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. It's a short completion of the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
First down here for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Here's the second down play. Tight end goes in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I think this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Looking to throw again. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Bringing it back, it's Harris. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They bring the heat and the blitz works. They've got him. The Bulldogs come up to the line in the hurry-up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Looking to throw it on first down. The pass rush closing in. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Plenty of time to scan the field. Finally flings it to the left side. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing a 3rd and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. He shreds the tackle.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles. They can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is on target, caught. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game.
That makes the score Texas 17, Georgia.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Harris. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Georgia 7.
Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Georgia Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We get the second half started with the running play. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance in a really nice game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They pick up the first down, tackle at the 25.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Fires it to his target. And he pulls in the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense was set up on 1st and 10. The shovel pass complete. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
And put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver, so it's the instincts and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down a wide receiver for a loss like that.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's the spin move.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Bulldogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Touchdown, Dogs. Will take the lead in the 2nd half. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They go back onto the attack, but now behind on the scoreboard. Can they answer right away? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Launching downfield. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
I love how this quarterback, Chris, is able to keep this play alive by scrambling away from that pressure, getting to his left, buying some time, just unable to connect it to his receiver downfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's running out of time here. And he cannot escape. The defense with a sack.
A loss of 3 yards on the play. Brings up third down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 21, Texas 17.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, looking deep. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it go quickly. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Longhorns will send the punt team onto the field. This will be down just on the other side of midfield. Coverage team miscue moves the offense up 15 yards to start the drive. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And they keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here, the offense has time for 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive to come out throwing. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Back to throw again. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Powers through a tackle. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. The back's got it. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Takes it all the way to the house.
Nigga,
Touchdown, Georgia.
sound like you get your air whooped, boy.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this,
Let's go here together.
positive results.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good.
You said them niggas can't shoot, though?
In the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner looking to create better field position. Hard running there, breaking tackles. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
Yeah.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
I love what the defense is doing here.
I ain't trying my defense, too, man. That's all good, though. That nigga be hiking the ball so damn fast, dog. That nigga can't even set my shit up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, that need to be running
This
some.
offense has a long way to be
crazy
back
shit.
and potentially win this game, but they're doing
In that wheel route, dog. I don't know what the fuck the damn DB was doing. That nigga. These niggas ain't that. They all like sophomores and shit, though.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the sack.
Fucking old line, and that nigga just killing my old line, bro. Oh, that nigga killing him.
You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game, and this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And here?
Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is
Yeah, in the first half. That nigga owned the second half.
Getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody who
That nigga owned the motherfucking second half.
in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now,
Can't fucking make no. I can't make no line adjustments or do no hot routes. I was trying to change the same nigga route like 8 times and shit.
We're going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That nigga had went to the run game more than on this game. He saw him getting his ass nothing in the air. That nigga changed that shit up. That nigga took his quarterback out too. I was fucking that nigga ass. I would tear that nigga ass up, boy. Yeah, old line was fucking killing me, but the nigga gave up 5 sacks. We had 6. Man, one more than that nigga. Well, they gave up. His old line gave up 6, but I probably got more than that. See how many he had. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he had 5. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. I had 7 total. He had 5. Fuck, old line let me down then. Shit, did Gabe play?